So you were telling us something, Ken, about marriage. You said something.
Yes, I did. Marriage is psychological. One is psycho and one is logical.
Well, it's just me, so I'm good.
It's for you to determine which is which.
I'll let you decide.
We'll let you decide.
Well, that's not necessarily politically correct. It is very important that we know what is causing us to not be aligned to our design,
Yes.
because we're allowing our emotions to control us at times that take us out of alignment.
That's so true. That's what we're going to talk about here on Coffee with Ken. Welcome to Coffee with Ken.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
So, I'm here with Ken Brown, CEO of Destiny Global, and I am here with Jen Horling. We love when she is in the house. She is director of marketing here. There's another word in front of it. Creative marketing. Because, I was saying creative is coming out of every orifice of her being.
You did.
Anyway, and you've noticed that it's all up her head. And you've noticed that things have started to elevate, and that's what she's brought. So, and I am Dr. April Brown, and I am coach and coach trainer here and executive vice president of coaching here at Destiny Global.
Yes, you are.
And we are going to talk about that today. We have had some really interesting conversations before this that are so good. And
We actually need an hour episode for
know,
today,
just
but
to
we're going
talk
to keep
about
it
it.
short for you as we promise. But it is deep and rich.
yeah. So you were saying that about how to really know about your actions, what actions that you're doing, and what kind of emotions you have around that.
Well, yes, because we were talking literally for 30 minutes before we actually started filming today. And this topic is so deep because are your emotions really supporting the desire and the destiny that you want in your life?
Yeah, that's so good. It's like literally all you have to do is ask the question, are the emotions that you're feeling, are they aligned with how you were designed? By the author of the greatest book ever written, who designed you to feel free, to feel and experience freedom, who designed you to feel joy,
Wow.
who designed you to feel fun, who designed you to feel adventurous and have that adventurous spirit, who designed you to feel with belief and faith, who designed you to feel all of these positive things. And if your feelings and your emotions aren't producing a positive result in your life, that's a really big sign.
That you are not aligned. You are not aligned. So your emotions can literally take you completely off track from your desire, your design, and ultimately your destiny.
Wow.
So we got to bring those emotions back in check because we don't want to be psycho. We don't want to be too logical either, even though that's not a politically correct term. It's really just aligning your emotions to your goals. But there's something in that. We were talking, your identity. What are you believing about yourself that is taking you off course, and then emotions have filtered into our lives at times that actually tell us something that's wrong instead of something that's right. And we're believing and holding on to those emotions that take us out of alignment with desire, our destiny.
Yeah.
Ultimately our destiny. We don't accomplish it because we've gotten so far off track because of emotions.
And often we don't know our true desire because we're programmed from so many different directions. Our education, our upbringing, what our parents did. We think this is our desire because it's what our parents did. It's what we grew up in. I thought I was a city girl. Like, I literally put that whole, because that's what I was raised in. I didn't know anything different. Like, and especially when you think of what does that look like to become someone who lives in the country. For me, like, to live far away from all of the conveniences that I grew up with, that was a foreign concept to me, to be able to appreciate that. And but once I get here, I realized, you know what, my desire is a country girl. Like, that's who I am. And so my upbringing and all of the things that were programmed into me would have said, no, I don't ever want to live in the country. Like, I want all the conveniences and I want all of the things. But when we really let go of what we have been programmed to believe our desires are, and really get in touch with who our designer says we are and what the truth is and really why. Like, because I love nature. I love to be out in nature. It fills my soul to just go on a walk and just know that is my property and I can just walk for,
literally an hour.
And just walk and observe nature and see the deer out of our window. Like, that feeds my soul. And I never realized how I was so boxed in for living in the suburbs.
So true. That's a good example. I mean, I think there's some other examples we can get to where we have bought into lies that our feelings allowed us, and we allowed our feelings to drive us into that actually does not support the identity that God gave us. Right? Our Creator gave us. And we get so far because we're chasing the wrong desire because of a feeling.
I can so relate to that. I mean, I used to be in the boat where things I thought I wanted for my life and feelings that I had were also leading me to a place where I was so confused, so in chaos inside, full of so much doubt about it, and I was not at peace. All these feelings, which were not things that He designed me to feel. And so once I got realigned, wow, not only did that destiny now change, but I'm in a place of so much more peace. I don't have any question about where I'm heading and what it's going to look like.
Yeah, so good. And you had said that about our emotions, and I literally would have never... I don't think that I ever heard that in church, that He designed us for freedom and what that looks like and what that means. And when we think of freedom, we think of, like our freedom in our country, not really inner freedom
In
of
our
who we
spirit.
are, in our spirit.
So true.
Of truly who
So
we are
true.
and who we were designed to be, and not living up to what other people say we're supposed to do and be, but really just be able to be in a space of that peace, of just really knowing who we were designed to be, and that we're taking steps to get there. It's not overnight. It does not happen overnight.
There's a lot of programming that goes into us and tells us what we want. And think about social media and where you get caught up in comparisons and what you think that you want, when you get it, you really didn't want it. We were laughing about this before, is I had all this. Our journey to health and fitness has been one that has been well discussed and documented, but I had all this equipment at our other home in Dallas when we moved down here, and we sold all that stuff when we left. And yet I'm more fit today than I ever was with all that stuff that I had. So I had a whole closet. Well, it wasn't a closet. I actually had a workout room. We built this home on the back of my closet at our house so I could go in the morning and not disturb the family. I could have my own space, had a TV in there. Of course, you had to have all that, right? All that stuff.
That's what you needed to work out.
Yeah,
right?
because you start watching, I would watch the TV and forget about my exercising, right? You just get so distracted doing all the things. And you start realizing that those things were actually a distraction from what I needed to be doing, which now I go out, exercise, take the dog for a walk. We walk for a mile. And I come back and go through my routine. Not a single exercise machine in the whole house. Just some weights and some things and some videos, right? And it is amazing that the freedom that's experienced because of just simple decisions of not giving in that I'm going to get this, or this thing is the next silver bullet that's going to solve my problems.
Instead of doing the work here in our minds and getting into alignment with our goals and our true desires,
Right.
and what motivates us, to get to that point of where we want to be healthy and what we want to look like. Literally, like, it may not be the most noble reasons or motivation, but it's what motivates us to get to the place for our destiny.
Right.
Well, yeah, and that just reveals that is the destiny that is inside of you, and it's something that you desire to get to.
Yeah. And using terms now that we say, like, our right-sized body, and really, like, does this align with my goal for my health?
Right. So
Instead
true.
of just like, I really feel like I want this.
Well, Butch isn't here. I'm going to pick on him a little bit. It doesn't feel like I need to go to Whataburger.
And he's
Maybe
continually like
Yeah.
sitting there going, yeah, Ken went to Whataburger and trying to like get you in trouble.
Yes. That's a very common conversation, unfortunately. But no Whataburgers. No Whataburgers. But it is all about transformation, and that's what we're about here, is helping people transform. And I know that you had something that you wanted to mention for Tuesday was Valentine's Day, and so you have something to talk about.
Speaking of
Yeah.
love,
You were saying about that, and you mentioned about freedom and feeling love, and we just had that. And so many people on that day have all of these like negative connotations around that because they may not have a significant other, but it really is just about whoever you have in your life that you really care about, and he is love. Like, literally, what can be what it's about. That he is love, and that he loves us so deeply. But so we have something.
What do you have?
We have a bundle, a love bundle, relationship bundle.
It's a relationship bundle. That's a good word. Yeah.
Yes. Because you know what? It doesn't really matter about all of those things. What you got for chocolates, what kind of chocolates and flowers and roses you got, if you're not really learning about the 3 most important relationships in your life.
What are they?
The first is your relationship with your Creator.
Amen.
The second is your relationship with your significant other and your spouse. And the third is with your children.
so good.
Your 3 top priorities that we talk about. And so we have a bundle that really gets those 3 things in alignment.
Hits those 3 things.
Those 3 things, and we have a special.
You do.
So here's the things that are included in this bundle. So exciting. It is, how do I know I'm hearing from God?
Wow, that's going to be
Powerful teaching. Don't we want to know? How do we know we're hearing from God? So powerful. And then the second one is a marriage reset.
Yes.
Helping you to like really get in alignment and better understanding communication with your spouse.
Yes.
And the third is grooming the next generation for
Bam.
success. 3 things you get. And here's the discount that you get with a code. You get 20% off of those 3 things in a bundle. And here's what you do. You just put in Valentine's 2023.
And that'll be below in the comments.
That will be below in the
Yes.
comments and the link to all of that stuff.
Yes, you can get it all just by looking below.
Like, that's just because we love you and we
Happy
want you to have-
Valentine's!
Happy
Yes.
Valentine's
We're a little
Day.
late, but happy Valentine's!
Yes. A little belated, but we can celebrate the week
Sure.
because it was on Tuesday.
That's right. So
So
a lot of people don't even get to do it till Friday.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's true. So that is for y'all. And then we also we always want to tell y'all about because that's what we're here for, is to make sure that you are getting all of these skills to like not be responding out of your emotions. How do you do that? How do you learn these skills? And we have an event that can actually help you do that.
We do.
And that is in April, our next event, First Steps to Success. And tell us about where it is.
So
'cause it's really exciting.
April 14th through 16th, we are going back to Dallas. We are going to the Hilton Park Cities Hotel, which is a
It is so
fabulous hotel. I
nice.
cannot wait for you to.
So
And
nice.
Jen Ratchford and team have negotiated. This place is. I mean, if you go there and look at it right now, you're going to see rooms are $300 to $400 a night, and
Yes.
ours are $159 because we apply the War on Debt. A fantastic,
Isn't that
beautiful,
amazing?
amazing hotel.
Fantastic.
So
I'm
exciting.
So excited we get to go here. This
No,
is
we
one of
get
my
to
favorite
be
places.
What a
Is it
treat.
posh or what do you call
It is bougie.
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 Okay.
We're going to use Carmen's word, bougie.
Carmen's
Yeah.
word. There you go.
Yeah.
It's very bougie. So we get to on a dime on the War on Debt, applying War on Debt, but yeah, get to be bougie.
We
So
are going to
that's
get to live
exciting.
like a king and spend like a pauper to go here. I'm so
Yes.
excited
Count me
and
in.
look forward to
So
see you there.
get your ticket for this event, April 14th through 16th. The link will be below. We want to see you there. I want to see you there in person. And so I can see you and meet you if I haven't met you before and see you again because it's so important. Community.
Yeah.
Community is so important.
And you know, at the last First Steps, we had a special breakout section that Jackie and Carmen did that is being really talked about. If you're not part of Ignite Your Life,
Yes.
you need to get plugged in. It is so inexpensive and so valuable. And
You
I know
get a
many of
special ribbon.
you get your own ribbon.
That was a
says
big
your-
deal.
It was. People were fighting for those ribbons. So because it goes on your name tag and you're differentiated, and you get to get the special things that are associated with
and
that.
a special training that
Right.
you get to be there and be in the room with the same people that are really like focused committed and getting that extra coaching. They're really committed. I love being
Right.
in that space with those people that are
Well, there were
of
light
like
bulbs.
mind.
Yes,
So many light bulbs going on.
off.
So you don't want to miss that. That information is below as well. So many amazing things.
Yes.
It's so fun
Yes.
to get to announce so many amazing things that y'all get to be a part of and keep growing and learning. And so thank y'all so much for joining us here on Coffee with Ken. We will see you next time.
Have a
Thanks for
great
joining
day.
us.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
friends.